Hello and welcome, this is Mark from IndexJet, and today we talk about server log analysis. I will dive right in with what server log analysis is. So your website server keeps a log of every visitor that comes to your website, and that includes Googlebot and Ahrefsbot as well as human visitors. So in that log, you can imagine it like a single line of code. In that log, it says which page the user has visited and also what server status the user has encountered during that visit. Server statuses could be 404 errors, 500 errors, or 301 redirects as examples, and that is all kept in your server log. Now, server log analysis should be done for all websites. For smaller websites, you might be able to do it once a month. For larger websites over 1,000 pages, you can do it twice a month. And then for websites that have 100,000 pages, you probably want to check at a minimum once per week. I've made another more in-depth video on specific issues that large pages can have when compared to small pages. But in this video, I wanted to jump in directly into the server log analysis here with IndexJet. So we go to IndexJet and let's first do a server log analysis for 404 errors. So which pages has Google encountered that had 404 errors? We can filter here at the top left for pages. For example, posts, pages, categories, attachments, and so on. Let's filter for pages and posts. That means that we're telling the plugin to only show us pages that are known inside of a WordPress database as pages and as posts. So of course posts would be here, pages would be here. We're telling the plugin only show me those pages and what Googlebot encountered. That's another thing here about our plugin. We're not looking at all visitors to your website because that would be way too much data to store in your database. We're only looking at what Googlebot has done on your website to enable server log analysis specifically for Googlebot. So we can see now that we have this HTTP status column. I filtered that, or I've ordered it by having the 410 errors at the top. That means page deleted. So we have deleted these blog posts. If we go to this page, you can see it says this page has been deleted and Google has encountered that. So this is what this is essentially telling us. Google has crawled this page on the 18th of this month. So what's this, 5 days ago, and encountered a 410 error. So Google now knows that this page has been deleted. And the same goes for the other 2 pages below that. The total crawl frequency for these top 3 URLs were 5 and 6. Then our homepage here had a crawl frequency so far of 30. We can also select the time period. So let's select the last 7 days. So in the last 7 days, Google has come 30 times to the homepage here. We can also select last 3 days, still 30. And just for today, there wasn't a crawl yet. So this allows you to only look at the specific categories. For example, if you had an e-commerce store, you could only tag categories here and see how the categories have been crawled on your e-commerce website. Now, if you wanted to look at anything that are any URLs that are not actually logged inside of your WordPress database, these could be any random URLs that somebody has typed in incorrectly. For example, if I typed in anything like that here right now, that would also be a visit. This is a 404 error that I'm creating or encountering right now. So if we go back here into the log analyzer and we go to the others and we click filter here, and we can then say, let's say only today, we should be able to see this error that I've just created. Now there's quite a few errors in here, that quite a few pages that had 404 status. So that's what will happen when you deselect pages and posts. Now you basically only see these URLs which don't actually exist in your database. So in this case, this website here was hacked at some point. So these might be still hacked URLs that Google is trying to visit, which the hackers created. So they're not actual pages on our real website. But you probably get the idea. If you click pages and posts, this will show WordPress database pages. If you click others, it will show all other URLs that Googlebot has visited and has come to, including the server status. So we can filter here by server status as well. This is very powerful. You can select 500, which will then show you all the 500 errors that Google has ever encountered on your website. And you can filter by 404 errors, filter by 301 errors. So you get the idea that you can look into which server status Google is encountering for specific URLs and then take action accordingly. For example, if we decided that we don't want these URLs here anymore, we don't want these indexed in search results, and we also don't want Google to come back for these URLs, we would select those and set them to 410 status, which means that they have been removed. And if we visit this page now, it says the page has been removed. And before, the server status here was 503, so that would have been a server error. But using IndexJet, we've now told Google that we've removed this page. I've tried to keep this video short, but I guess it is a bit of a more advanced concept here with Serverlog analysis. So apologies for not staying under 5 minutes here or so, but if you have any further questions, then feel free to watch that longer video on our YouTube channel about Serverlog analysis.